my microphone on, turn Bam's microphone on, and hey presto, everything should be good. Fingers crossed, chat. Tell me there's sound coming through my microphone, chat, please. Yay!
Justin. We're good?
We're good. Chat is happy, I'm happy. So I had to rebuild most of my OBS this afternoon because Windows updates, new overlays if you hadn't already noticed, and yeah, everything needed re-inputting, and my afternoon has been arguing with OBS.
KB, you're doing God's work over there, because trust me, this is why I don't handle the stream tech side of things.
So,
give me the script, give me the camera. Hey, I'm here for it.
Yes, I was actually teaching both the two of our colleagues, so Winged and somebody you guys don't know yet, but they go by the name of Weekend Postcard, all about OBS yesterday, and then I had to redo it all today because my computer updated overnight, and it's like pain.
Lovely.
Pain. Anyway, Bam, how are you? It's been a while, and the chat's very excited to see you.
I see. Hello, chat. Yeah, look at all the... Hey, Bams. Goliath, Barmaily. I can't say hi to everyone at once. Petty, Mr. Moy, everybody, Guitar Man. Yeah, it's been a while, I know. I'm still alive and kicking.
Alive and kicking. Yeah, those are words to live by.
Things to live by. So, tanking away, perhaps. Sinister, yes, good to see you. Yeah, busy.
We trust. Oh yeah. Dear, Sin's on one again, is he? Must have been working on the new season. Well, possibly. Bam may have also been working on some other bits and pieces.
Bits and bobs, pieces, new season stuff. Regiments, yes, another big thing, but let me be clear, no Regiments updates in today's stream.
No.
More to come on that very soon, but we are hard at work on it, trust me.
On the Regiment stuff, aren't you?
Yeah. Beyond that, I had the opportunity last week. I went out to San Francisco, actually.
Were you at the Game Developers Conference by any chance?
GDC. I did.
Because, just in case anybody doesn't know, whenever Bam mentions GDC, it's the Game Developers Conference that is held yearly in San Francisco.
Yep. This is my first foray going to GDC myself, and it's like a place where all the industry well, not all the industry professionals, but a lot come together. A lot of them, and some of the big name companies come together. You know, they talk about some breakthroughs in technology, trying to see what services they can provide different companies and such. A lot of mocap-like technology, AI innovation, of course.
Oh, I'm sure there was this year. I'm sure there was.
Yeah. In a way, it was a bit of an anxiety-driven because it's just, being in a big convention hall, attending a lot of panels, very insightful, a lot of networking, exciting times. I was happy to go. I'm very thankful Wargaming to send myself and others out there. So it was a really good time. Also got to dodge some colder weather that we had in Chicago. It actually snowed last week. So got to enjoy some sunny 60s in San Francisco.
Well, we've actually been really lucky in the UK because we've actually seen the sun for more than one day in a row. It's been fabulous. We've been able to put the washing out and everything. It's like you don't need to use the dryer. It's brilliant.
Very nice.
Oh, yes. And considering we're just finishing up on introductions, have the weather check-in, and also, bit of housekeeping chat. Get your season finished off and your tank masteries because, hey, time's a ticking. We're getting really close to a certain little update dropping in. More to come soon. Like, really soon. Oh dear. And the chat's focusing on the mocap section and actually thinking you said no cap, which is apparently a new Gen Z, I say new Gen Z phrase. It's been around for a while.
Mocap, motion capture, not no cap. I understand the importance of no cap sometimes in battles.
Yes, sometimes you don't need to cap, guys. Other times, go ahead, cap, because it might be the only way for you to win.
Yep.
Right, anyway, shall we move into our... Because we've sectioned this out into parts, so shall we begin part 1 and how April is going to start?
Sure thing. Am I kicking this off, or you want to take the lead?
Um, shall we? Do we want to start with the next on track, or should we let our little friends take over for a moment?
Who's our little friends here?
Who's our little friends? Do you not feel like you're being watched?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Do you not feel like there's something watching us?
Well, I always feel watch, and this is not helping the feeling.
The feeling. Well, allegedly, the googly eyes might have something planned for next week. Allegedly.
Oh boy.
And we hear
I
they
see Penny.
might have brought a friend. Who that friend is, we don't know, but allegedly there is a friend, and there might also be something over there for you guys to have a bit of a look at and see if you can work out what the googly eyes are hiding. It is a Sherman, yes, it is a Sherman. You'll see why it's a Sherman in a little while. But what do you think might be on that Sherman? We'll leave that with you, chat, and we'll move on to what else we've got coming over the next week.
If I squint my eyes, I think it's a series of pineapples camouflaging that tent.
Pineapples.
Yeah.
Tomato ketchup, a flame. You'll have to wait and see for a bit, chat. But let's move on. What have we got coming for the on track next week?
Next week, we have our on track for the 121. You guys know the drill. Some discounts on the tech tree line itself, and speedy progression up to the 121 itself.
Yes, the 121 goes on track. And, just in case, chat, the wallet savers, the Type 59-2, which is kind of similar to some of the tanks in the 121 line, will also be up for grabs for 2 weeks. At the same time, the other wallet saver is the M60AX.
Excellent.
But I think now we can show them some more new friends.
More new friends.
Right, let's get these friends queued up so that they're ready. Right, are you ready for some of this? Because I think that some of our colleagues have gone a bit to town with this. Have you seen any of these yet?
I'm feeling very blindsided.
You're feeling a bit blindsided.
I am not
okay.
ready for this.
So then, chat, we have some Commander War chests coming in as well next week. And within them are some very special friends, okay? So, meet some of our new commanders. We have the mighty RNG. We have A and X button. We've got soon, because everything comes soon.
Soon.
And I will let you find out the other names when the Commander War Chest article drops on Tuesday.
I'm going to be honest. This is literally the first time I am seeing some of these.
So you're getting full reaction off BAM chat. Full reaction at the moment. Oh dear.
I'm trying to figure out my favorite.
I think mine might be that broken controller, because I've seen that happen way too often.
Yeah. I like the split in half TV screen. You got kind of two buddies there.
Oh yes. Anybody guess what that might be called?
Split screen?
Split screen. How did you guess?
Is it really?
Yeah, he is called Split Screen. So yes, as a momentary genius has noted, we are getting into the April Fool's spirit. These Commander War Chests don't just include these commanders, there are lots of others involved, but here are some of our commanders that we made for a bit of fun during the April Fool's bit.
Fantastic.
Oh dear, and what else have we got? So we've covered the on track, we've covered the googly eyes and their bit of mischief, we've covered the Commander War Chests. All we've really got now is to cover the other few sales before we move into the bigger news.
Yeah, we got our April Garage Gems coming up. That includes the A43 Black Prince, the Bear KV122, We also have Defiance Matilda, the Chieftain Hybrid 120. Remind me, that was that was our Tank Fest debut tank 2 years ago. The Chieftain Hybrid, was it?
May have been around Tank Fest.
I think yeah.
We had the Chieftain prototype for that year as well. I can remember that much.
Maybe it was a prototype. Yeah, we kind of had alignment with that.
The Hybrid 120, I know, is definitely a player favourite. Quite a few of our CCs and CAs enjoy that tank, and quite a few of the community at large enjoy that tank as well.
Very nice. We have 2 more in our Garage Gems as well. Don't forget about the NM116. And lastly, our Type 59D.
I quite enjoy the Type 59D. I especially loved it when that released, but for some reason that's just one of those tanks that I really get along with. Don't know why. I've just always got along with that tank.
Cater to your playstyle, maybe.
Possibly. It was one of these, if everybody else was saying they didn't really get along with it, they didn't like it, and there's me going, you know what, I actually quite enjoy this tank.
Good.
So that happens at times, chat. That happens at times.
Iron Dutchman, when is the Rocket Mouse coming?
Oh, God.
Well, stay tuned for an upcoming trailer.
You should see some of the ideas this chat comes up with. Honestly, we have had a triple-barreled aviary monster suggested at one point.
Is my emails getting leaked?
Don't tell them that. They'll think it's coming. Oh, dear. But anyways, chat, for the other bits of sales that are on next week, we've got the super savings, which are the sniper loadout for the optics loader and concealment equipments. We've got Ferdinand Foch, one of the 2D commanders, and also the Audace Cannon Assault 105mm tank coming in on super savings.
And then, lastly here, we also have a weekly deal for 20 ×3 XP boosters. If you're a little bit low in the coffers on your boosters and you need just a ×3 boost, there is 20 of them in a bundle coming.
Okay, so that's all of the little adjacent details covered so that we don't miss any of those next week. Or today, even. Because, let's be honest, we all know what the chat really want to see. If we're honest.
Is it more googly eyes?
More googly eyes. Honestly, I think they would take googly eyes for days. This lot love googly eyes. Don't know why, it's just the googly eyes talk to them.
Or bam, cat time. Cat's sleeping for right now. I'm looking at him, but we'll see. He might make
asleep, is he? The cat's asleep.
Yeah.
Because people are asking, I am double checking what is the tank of the month. As soon as I get a confirmation, chat, I will let you know. Right then, so whilst we wait for that confirmation, shall we maybe show them a certain little thing we've got queued up here? Maybe just a little bit.
Just a little thing. It's not
just a little thing. It's nothing massive. You know.
Yeah, let's roll with it.
Well, we're rolling with it. I quite enjoy the music, chat, so I hope you enjoy it too.
Our mission is to capture and hold the mark objective. Enemies in the area. Take them out or capture their base. Let's get this show on the road. Move out.
warrior will earn the glory of Valhalla. The All-Father stirs. War begins.
Okie dokie then, chat. You've had a sneak peek of the overall sort of season reveal. We are moving into the Warlords season. And I think this time we change it up a bit. We start with all of the bits that are sort of additional details in the trailer, but are the bits you guys have really started talking about, which are things like the team health bar and everything else. How's that sound, everyone?
I mean, sounds good to me. I'm in favor of this direction.
You're in favour of that. Good, because I'm gonna get up our first image, which is our team health bar and how it looks within an actual game. So, smaller image, but you get the gist. Team health bar is at the top, you've got the percentages to the side, and that little white box with a cross in the middle is the universal symbol for health. So, Mr. Bam, do you want to take it away on how players can not only customize this, but also opt out of this?
Yes, certainly. Yeah, as KB had mentioned, this is an opt-out feature, meaning, by the time you guys log in to Warlord season next Tuesday, your matches will have the team health bars on by default, but don't fret. If this feels like information that may not pertain to you, we added some customization options, and if quite a few of them, quite honestly. Right now we are seeing the... Oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
There is a lot of customization options that I'm really looking interested to how the players are going to mix and match with these.
Yeah. So you can choose what we're seeing here on screen. This is the full display that includes the health bars. That's the horizontal bars underneath the team compositions, of course. Then you have the percent of health that you see at the end of each of the team compositions. That is the full display. You can also choose if you just want to see the bars themselves for either team. That will also be present. You can also see just the percentages, and if the bars are a little bit too heavy on the eyes in that space. Or if you don't want it at all, you can stick with just having just the team composition as the only means of understanding how many tanks you are up against. A lot of this direction was not only something requested by you, the community, but something because we know there's sentiment around steamrolls or matches like, oh my God, it's 3 against 10. Like, there's no chance. Quite honestly, we see in data, yes, steamrolls happen, but often you will find that the team with the large quantity of players left, you will find that they might have a smaller percentile of health left than you realize. This is the hope to give a bit of a chance to those feeling like they are outnumbered, but you're not necessarily outgunned in that regard. You might actually have more health and be able to be more formidable than you realize. And in addition to this change, we added a new tiebreaker rule so that the health bar can also help you determine if your team would win in case the match time runs out. This information can be helpful to know if you need to conserve your hit points or take out more of the enemy's health when it's coming down to the end of the match. So we have 3 conditions in all. When the time runs out in a match, condition 1 is the team with the most tank destroys wins. However, if that is a tie, we go to condition 2. That is, the team with the greater health percentage remaining wins. Now, if that is a tie, we go to our final and third condition here. The team who has caused the most damage of destroyed enemy tanks will be declared the winner. Mind you, a lot of our matches, it's a very low percentile of matches that actually end in a kind of a tie up at the when the match timer runs out. But we do make sure we have conditions that help lean into the actual proficiency of how your team had performed.
I can't actually remember the last time I saw a tie in the game. I can't remember the last time I saw a draw come up at the end. It's like, huh.
Right.
Damn.
Well, draws happen. I'm trying to recall the situation. We used to, because we introduced the new conditionals several years back of like seeing who actually caused the most damage. So draws really are very rare nowadays.
And because we're using a slightly different setup, when I turn off one of the images, the next one pops up on screen. Bam! Do you want to explain what's just popped up?
It's a tank!
It
in
is
the store!
tank in the store, but what's it got on it, Bam?
Not googly eyes, that's what I'll say.
No, it's not got
we're
googly
gonna-
eyes. This one escaped that googly eye mischief.
Yeah. But finally, you guys can actually preview camouflages directly on the tanks. Well, it will always be the Sherman tank as the example, but we're showing you're able to see it on an actual model now, rather than just the little thumbnails of the camouflage itself. So pretty exciting, give you guys a better idea of what you are getting yourselves into for camouflage and cosmetics.
Now, before the chat asks, because I know this is going to be a question of, does the tank rotate? At current and at launch, no, the tank will not rotate. That's going to take a little bit more time for us to actually get working. At the minute, it's just as it looks on the screen currently.
Correct. And this was also insisted by our super testers feedback as well. So we hear you guys. It'd be great to actually rotate and see the camo from all angles. We're taking in that feedback, the UI team, and our those that run the systems for allowing for tanks to display in the store. We talked it up to the chain, and we're going to consider it in the future.
And the Sherman, because I see a couple of people saying that the TOG 2 would have been their choice. Sherman's a smaller tank, you know, it fits in the space quite nicely, and also the Sherman's a pretty classic tank, if we're honest. The TOG, unless you have been down to the Tank Museum or you played the game, isn't actually that well known, whereas a Sherman, it's much more common, it's easier to understand, and it does actually display the camos quite nicely, whereas the TOG gets very repetitive, so you understand more how the camo gets placed onto a tank using a Sherman over something like a TOG.
Well
As I
put.
see a
Agreed.
comment of, we need TOG free with rockets. Chat, I'm kind of disappointed in you. Just a little bit. You could at
I don't know.
least say it
I kinda
needs
wanna
the
do it.
28-pounder good.
Maybe we try to bring back that tugboat mode, and we add some rocket mechanics to that. Maybe for April Fool's next year.
Right? Because the chat would want me to ask, is that a promise?
That is not a promise.
Dang it! I tried,
That is
chat. I tried.
That is an idea. I will talk it with the team.
I tried for you, chat. I really tried. Unfortunately, there's no promise. I'm sorry. Right, but the other thing that a lot of people have requested back, and you did see it in the little trailer that we just showed, is the server select button on launch. So you might not even see it on this little screenshot, but in the bottom right hand corner of the image there's a little X button there that says select server. It's there, it's returning, and a couple of answers on the why it was removed. So around 55% of you were just continuing into launching the game, you didn't actually use the button. 45% of you did tend to take a look at which server. On that, once we move into your server settings based in the game, 99% use the default or the auto server select anyway, and only 1% tend to override that default setting. So it's quite a small, very small percentage of you, actually.
Yeah, to build on that a little bit, we're all about streamlining user experience. And back then, when the button was much more prominent next to the play button, you know, there's players that are just trying to get into the game. Either they are button mashing straight in, or there is some other option they want to kind of explore a little bit. we're always trying to figure out how can we optimize your experience, get you into the gameplay a little bit faster. The select server wasn't taken out by any other means of like, let's make sure players stay to their very specific server. Because let's be honest, we know you guys get in and then you have friends that are on another server, an EU or NA, and you decide, well, I want to platoon with them, but now I got to back out of the game. I wish I could have made that choice ahead of time.
And it's just a bit of a pain at times. Been there, done that. Lots of chat have been there and done that too. And yeah, it's a bit of a pain, but the button's back. It's a little less prominent this time, but it's still there for you. It's coming back.
Yep.
And it will be there on launch on Tuesday. Just go to EU server. I'm presuming you lot are on about certain horrible things that I don't even want to get into. Because EU server at times is... Well, even I'm getting lag on there at the minute, Bam. But I think you're already looking into that, yes?
We will have more news, and I will certainly, either myself or Zots will certainly be on stream to comment on some updates in the very near future about server capacity, server loads, things that we are looking into. Yes, very much a priority for us.
Right, because that's a question I get asked a lot as well. It's like, what's up with the EU server? It doesn't feel like it used to. So there you go, chat. The team are working on it. Right, so that's all of those bits. You know what? I'm gonna... Right, give me 2 minutes, chat. Turn that one off. We're bringing these guys back. Because let's talk a bit more about emblems. Because do you know how many questions I have fielded over the past 8 weeks because we have decided to reorganize the emblem section?
Aha.
There's been a lot of questions. When are my googly eyes coming back? When's this coming back? When can I put this on my tank again? But the emblems are coming back. The googly eyes have got something planned for their return. And over 359 emblems have been moved into their special section, from the special section into their respective flag, animal, military, or miscellaneous sections for permanent availability. Okay? Permanent. That includes all of the different eyes, the googly eyes, the evil eyes, you know the ones I'm on about. So they're all coming back, right? And on top of that, there's going to be 84 new military emblems covering various military ranks, unit markings, and more coming in on Tuesday. How's that for you, chat, considering you kept asking me about them for 8 weeks straight? And yes, the googly eyes are coming back, you know, the great googly moogly and all of that. And they're watching you.
Kilo 1, animated googly eyes.
Please. Pretty please.
That
One
could
day.
be something.
But yes, and they're up to some mischief, and I don't particularly like what they've got planned, if I'm honest. It's going to freak me out on the battlefield. But what they have planned, actually, I should mention this, and mention it really quite loudly. For everybody in the back of the room, if you're not listening, right? What the googly eyes have planned, and what they are bringing with them that is hidden behind them, will only be available for 1 week. April 1st to April 7th, and the restart at that point will then take it away. So you have 1 week. Whatever they have planned is lasting for 1 week.
That's just the secret thing we're hiding behind it. Those googly eyes. To be clear, all those emblems are going to be permanent.
Yes.
That KB had mentioned.
Yes, all of the emblems are coming back, or at least those 359 plus the googly eye emblems. But what they are hiding behind it, that will only last for 1 week.
Absolutely.
Right then, and shall we? Because they've seen Ensk now. Shall we show them Ensk? A couple of pictures.
Let's go on to Ensk. The fabled map is making a triumphant return.
I love Ensk. Ensk is one of my favourite maps. Like, seriously. Well, cause the chat was saying, we've not had dev stream, we've not had dev, we've not had map hints, so I was like, there's a train on it. and that's... That's the hint to what was Ensk. Most of them guessed it was Ensk as well.
Oh,
And it
it's
was
just,
like,
there's a train. You guess what map it is?
yeah, there's a train. But there are other maps with trains on it, you know?
Yeah, I feel like most of those are in now. So we really,
No,
If
I
you've
can
done
still
your
remember
homework
one.
and know what was
Right,
left.
chat, you might have to help me out, but I remember one, I think it was called Northwest, that I am 95% sure also had a train track on it.
I think you're right. 'Cause that was like a mining town, like map, and had it. Yeah.
And as chat's
Whole
just
train
pointed
car
out,
setup.
Tundra had one right through the middle. I can remember falling off that in my fresher once, actually.
Oh yeah, Tundra does have one. You're right.
But yeah,
But yeah, Enska's come on back. It'll be live starting on Tuesday. Going to stress, if this map is new to you, if you haven't seen this one in several years, of course, a reminder, this is a small map.
Yes.
600 by 600 meters squared. This will remain a World War II map only. We did, with much hilarity, playtest this in Cold War because
yes,
we
we did.
gotta see.
Gotta
you
see
gotta
if it
try
works,
it
you know?
out.
Tiers from the battle tier 3 up, which is tier 3 to 10.
Yep.
But no, I do have another image we can put on the other image. There we go. The nice open field beyond that train track. I have missed this map. I have. I do love Ensk. But the camo, for all of you knowing, they will be using an urban camo, and it will see the standard team destruction and encounter battle modes. Tier 10
Yep.
Ensk? Yeah, tier 10 Ensk. I don't know why this is a shock to people. It's pretty much a little city map. You're all hemmed in, and you know what? It's hard to flank at times.
Yeah, when we were testing this in Cold War, you were on top of each other immediately, especially with True Vision. Like, the firefight started when the battle said go.
Yeah, so we
So
launched
World War II
fire!
only where it stayed. But,
You heard
hey, I
that
will admit, I
KB
had fun
died to
in it, but for
bots with a
competitive reason.
Churchill one with premium rounds. Yeah, that probably has happened as I've been grinding through that line. I've been trying to use that grind to improve my game skills. I'll leave that up to the chat to see if I actually have been improving over time.
Oh yeah, Elite Humanity. Yes, I mean, Ensk will be available in custom games rooms
Yes.
if you guys want to try it out and see that experience in Cold War. Absolutely.
If you want, chat, we will try it in Cold War on Tuesday. I'm happy to run a custom game with you and try it in Cold War. It might be a little like that time we ran mines in Cold War.
ATGM equipped tanks might not be the most stellar, but
Right, shall we talk Season Pass now then? And does chat want to have another goosey at some of those tanks?
we're all about the tanks.
Do they want to see about the tanks? They're not really talking to me.
You want to take the first one, and I'll take our Cold War.
I will happily take our World War II offering for the season, because this one is actually quite interesting. People are expecting this to be a medium tank.
Oh.
So, the Italian Tier 9 Felice. This is a heavy tank, at least for the modern armor version of the game. This is going to be a heavy tank. Let me draw you into your chat. It is a heavy tank. It's got a single fire gun rather than the typical Italian auto reloader, but it packs a really big punch with about 480 alpha. It's also quite, armoured. You can sit there, you can get into a bit of a back and forth, you don't have to hide too much because it can take the hit here and there. You do have to be slightly careful when you're facing tier 10s because, they are slightly better. But for what it's worth, it's a pretty good tank from what I've seen in the different testing environments and from playtesting it myself. It's got the lovely heavily armoured turret. It can give over 300mm of effective armour. And the the sloped upper hull can give around 330 millimeters of effective armor when you're using your full gun depression and everything along the way. It's got generally good mobility for a heavy tank, which means you can move around the battlefield as you need to. It's fairly flexible, and it does come with a skin. You will be getting the skin after you complete stage 120 of the season pass. I'm probably going to butcher its name, but is the Balpais skin, which means beautiful country, which is the nickname of Italy. So that is the fleece, and one last time, it is a tier 9 heavy tonk. Heavy tonk. Tonk. Because we like the tonky tonks round here. We
have someone commented, the heavy spaghetti boy.
Heavy spaghetti boy. That works. That works. I'm happy with heavy spaghetti boy. I'm taking that. Right, and you're going to be taking our Ultimate Season Pass Cold War offering, yes?
Yes. So this will be acquired added to your account immediately upon purchase of the Ultimate Season Pass of Warlords. Welcome in our Object 490 Belka. This is an Era 3 Eastern Tank Destroyer. Has very good frontal armor protection thanks to its well-sloped armor. That is also covered by spaced and composite armor. Mm-hmm. While the wedge-shaped design does well to provide frontal protection, it also makes this vehicle susceptible to being flanked. You'll want to keep the front towards enemies and maintain a standoff distance as a tank destroyer. Once the enemies close in and flank you, you will be an easy target, as you won't be able to target enemies to your rear or side. Take up an Overwatch position to maximize your effectiveness as a support role. Your 152mm cannon, it hits hard and can penetrate through thick armor. Make use of its siege mode to increase its gun's accuracy, aim time, and gun handling, as well as gun depression elevation. This tank does, what is not mentioned is it does have limited traverse, because you can't actually be able to spin that barrel all the way around. But the siege mode does come in great aid when you find the right hill to kind of hold down a little bit and get the best angle where you're almost just kind of, you got the hill, and then your tank is just kind of flat, just peeking over it, and you got none of your armor actually exposed. Yes. You guys that work in a lot with the Siege Mode TD tanks, this will be right up your alley. And in addition, this also comes with its own skin, the Ukrainian themed skin. I think, do we have a picture of that?
We do. It is on the screen. I actually quite like the netting on this tank. I think it adds a little bit of depth, and the sandbags as well. And just those little details that finish a tank off quite nicely.
And to keep it simple as well. I like the kind of modernized boxy like camo on it. And then you got the line of treads just kind of sitting on top of the gun.
Yep,
kind of adds almost like a little mohawk look to it.
It does look pretty nice. It does. and that chain across the front of the tank as well. I quite like that. In fact, is that on the main model? No, that chain across the front, chat, is part of the skin as well. I quite like that. I quite like that. It's a nice looking skin. And look, it's got a log on the side of it too. I wonder, is that also 220mm of thickness? Might have to work out. Swedish? No, this one is Eastern Alliance.
Eastern Alliance, yeah. Aquatic Soul is asking, is it auto siege or manual? This is a manual siege tank.
I've just had... Right. Okie dokie then. So that is my emails reminding me to tell you all that there is a giveaway live. And I'm sure you
can away?
I'm sure the chat can guess what we're giving away. I mean, it's...
Googly eyes, you say?
Googly eyes! No, we're not giving away googly eyes yet. We might save that for next week. But I'm fairly sure the chat can guess what is being given away today. The season passes, yes, 2 Ultimate Season Passes are up for grabs, and if you are not lucky enough to win one, head on over to Discord, connect your game account with your Discord account, and you can have a go at winning one of the free Ultimate Season Passes we've got up for grabs over there too. So
Excellent.
that's, 5 Season Passes up for grabs. You're gonna need that? Well, I hope you win, JFab. I hope you win. So that's 2 Ultimate Season Passes up for grabs on stream right now, and another 3 up for grabs on Discord as well. The Discord giveaway will end on Monday, so get your entries in over the weekend. And you want to be clicking on the link, the big guns, because that then puts everybody into the giveaway from both Twitch and YouTube chat. And not just one side or the other, because then people, get missed out, and we don't want anybody to miss out on the chance to win an Ultimate Season Pass.
Can I enter to get my own Ultimate Season Pass?
You don't have enough gold to get your own Season Pass?
No, you're right.
I thought so somehow. New season chests. Yes, there will be new season chests. As you can probably guess off the past 8 weeks, the new chests will be called Warlord War Chests. Try saying that 5 times fast, Bam.
Warlord War Chests. Warlord War Chests. Warlord War Chests. I'll do it 3. That wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad. Maybe 5, you'd have had a bit of an issue. Are the new chests? Well, you'll have to decide if they're worth it to you when that article drops on Tuesday as well. In fact, let me run down when all the articles are dropping. Season Pass article immediately after this stream. Update notes will be on Monday, and everything else follows on Tuesday. At least I'm fairly sure I have that right. Let me double check, because our content team did provide us with the list of articles. Season article, Warlords article, everything else on Tuesday. There we go, chat. So, season article on today, immediately after the stream. The update notes are on Monday, and everything else is on Tuesday. Tank of the month is the Type 80. I did drop it into chat earlier, but it is the Type 80 if you missed it. Right then, shall we just take a sneak peek as well at the commander as well that comes with the Ultimate Season Pass? Yeah, he's a returning one, but a goodie. Half-Life Anderson Commander will also be added to your account upon purchase of the Ultimate Season Pass. I think it came out actually almost a year to this day.
It could be. I kind of remember him releasing, but with all the other content we've released over the past year, I'm kind of forgetting when Commander's released.
Yeah.
But he's a pretty funky-looking commander, to be fair.
Yeah. Still no VO. I know last time we talked about it, like giving him kind of a muffled voice talking through the mask, but we never really got to that point. Maybe in the future.
Maybe in the future, but they may have heard VO for one of our other 3D commanders in the trailer.
Oh, that's right.
Now, I don't have anything to preview because of, having to reset up my OBS, but Hilda will be getting voiceover as of Tuesday for that event that was sneak peeked at the end of the trailer.
So not with the launch of Warlord Season, but for a later event.
So she will get the VO with the launch, as far as I'm aware. But that is your sort of little hint to what is coming within that event later on in the season.
Exciting.
I don't actually know who's done the voice acting for Hilda, but I can maybe try and find out for you, chat.
I also don't know off the top of my head.
But if you already own Hilda, stick her in a tank on Tuesday and she will have the updated VO all ready for you, like we've done with all of the other commanders that got VO after release. KB did the voice acting? No, I did not. Nope. Definitely not. As much as I know you lot wish I did. No. Oh, right. The new event coming later looks really good. Are you excited for that one then, AAA? And chat keeps telling me off for that one, because when I'm concentrating on something outside of the chat, I start doing to myself. And then the chat calls me out on it. And it's like, yes, I know, I'm doing it again.
Chat keeps us in line.
Chat keeps us in line. But as well, we do have a quick image to show of one of the other Season Pass tanks. This one is the M46 Patton KR Tier 8 American Medium. It is going to be the level 100 free reward at the end of the Season Pass. You know, I have a story about this tank.
Let's hear it.
Right, during COVID, you know, we're locked down, we're playing lots of tanks. Right? This tank comes up for sale. And at the time, my younger brother was playing at the time. It was part of a little trio pack. And we figured, oh, we'll buy him the pack, you know. He's been good, he can have a treat, and the trio pack is what he wanted. He then only went and, because this was in the pack with, I think it, one of the other patterns, is it the Death Stalker? Trying to think of all the different patterns, but he just went on this mission and ended up playing them so well that he started to mark them, and the Death Stalker was the first one he marked, so it's always why I remembered the M46 Patton KR. Because it was part of that little trio pack that he had with, you know, for being good and everything during the lockdown. And
nice.
Yeah.
This one reminds me... Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was just going to say that the little pain in my backside always likes to show me up on this game. Because he'll not play it for months, and then he'll come back to the game and just pull out a stupid amount of damage, and it's like, how? Like, dude, you're showing me up.
Again, you get the right tank in the hands of the right person, and their proficiency can prove leagues ahead of what you would have expected.
He can do it in any tank, Bam. You put him in a Siege Mode TD, he does well. You stick him in a light tank, he does well. And it's like, dude, come on, I play this game more than you. So yeah, don't have younger siblings. They show you up at everything.
Yeah. This reminded me, because we have a local tank museum here in the Chicagoland area, Cantigny Park. And I was like, oh yeah, I like that one because we have it at the park. But then I'm reminded that I'm pretty sure it's actually a Super Pershing that we have that has kind of the paint job of this. So I was like, oh no, it wasn't a patent.
But no, I will never be allowed to forget the KR, the Death Stalker, and I can't remember what else was in that trio bundle. But I know it was a trio, and I know he got it for doing, you know, good behaviour and all of that, because he was much younger at that point.
Gotcha.
Still as much as a pain in the ass, you know. But that's what younger siblings do to you, chat. That's what younger siblings do to you. But we've got 8 minutes, so whilst everybody finishes up getting involved with the giveaway, because, you know, 2 Ultimate Season Passes up for grabs here, and then if you miss out on those, there's a chance for another free on Discord. You could do that if you wanted, Garanach. You could trade in the Patton KR now and then receive it again in the Season Pass when you complete it. That is completely up to you. But I know other people have done that in the past, and they quite enjoy doing that when they know that a new tank is up for grabs.
That's a good strategy.
Yeah. You know you're going to be able to earn the tank back in the coming weeks, well then it actually makes it a good trade-in, let's say, possibility. I've seen it happen on more than one occasion. Good idea, says the chat. That does make sense. Exactly, chat. It makes complete sense.
Nicodemus was asking, Nicodemus Xbox, will Wargaming ever do another event at Cantigny Park? God, was it probably like 2017 or maybe even 2016 was the last time you did it.
That was before my time, so that's all on you to discuss.
No, of course. We bring it up from time to time, but we're taking a bigger investment in getting ourselves included year over year at the Cantigny. What am I saying? The Tank Museum, Tank Fest.
Tank Museum, Tank Fest, yes. And
Yeah,
if
yeah.
you missed me mentioning that a couple of weeks ago, chat, we will be at Tank Fest. World of Tanks Modern Armor will be at Tank Fest. But let's just take a minute and go round through the chat, and also to you, Bam. What are you most excited for? We've got more events coming in, we've got more tanks. Apparently we have something called Valhalla coming in. What are you most excited about?
Because I know I have my tech designer is currently working on something related to Valhalla itself. I can't speak to any specifics, of course, but there are elements of it that I'm pretty excited about that we're kind of testing around with. But if I wanted to go into something a bit more specific that we had already talked about with you guys, I'd have to say the team health bars.
Yeah?
Because we've internally had the team health bars as like just debug information in our playtest for several months now.
We have. I can remember some of those early versions.
Yeah, it's just like text on the screen. It's by no means polished, no means pretty, but it was to gauge over the course of several months of testing, like, is this actually meaningful? Is it changing our behavior in the gameplay? And truly, the answer is yes. Because, again, you might feel like you're the underdog and outmatched by the other team, but you take a moment, you look up, and you realize, wait a second, like, the few of us that are left have more health collectively than the enemy team. And we saw some routes that would just kind of turn around, and it's like, that's the goal. That's what we're trying to ship.
If I had to say what I was most excited for this season, probably that sneak peek of a certain Japanese Cold War line at the very end.
Ooh, that's right.
Yes, I'm quite excited seeing those, because I know quite a few of our chat and also our Discord users have been asking for ages to get a Japanese Cold War line in, so I'm quite excited to see that finally come in. Take my silver, says the chat. Take my silver. we will do that. As soon as it drops in, we will do that for you. Don't you worry. Oh, thank you for Ensk. You're seeing Ensk. More grinding incoming. It's a game that you never stop the grind with. A rocket boost type 5. I could see the type 5 needing rocket boosts. It is a bit of a slow tank.
It can use a little boost for sure.
What else, chat? What else are you looking forward to?
April Fool's gear. No unless
garage
I missed
gear.
it. I don't
no
believe.
Garage gear. There will be stuff in the game for April Fools. The googly eyes have got the mischief planned. But there are no garage gears. Not for April Fools anyway. The level 100 tanks again. Okay, so the free tank is the Patton KR. This is a tier 8 medium American tank. And then the other level 100 reward is the Felice tier 9 Italian heavy tank. Or Tonk, because Tonky Tonk. Home 001 would like a turret town turret for the garage, and I find myself agreeing with this.
Ooh. I mean, we could easily bring that back as a garage gear prop. I will share that. That's actually a good idea. If that's something you guys want in your garage.
Right. So, chat's heard this before, but my account says it's 9 years old now, started in 2016. But I was one of those really super casual players to start with that only played for like a week and then put it down for months at a time. It was only because of, COVID and the lockdowns and more times on your hands and you needed something to do that I really got into tanks. And it was the April Fool's mode that got me in. And it's like that turret town. It was my first different game mode from the normal gameplay. And I was like, this is fun. And that's how I ended up diving into tanks a bit more. It also was a multiplayer game that I could play with family and other people at the same time. And there we go.
A little bit of history, nice.
Right.
I wanted to address
shall
a
we
question
get a
really
wheel
quick.
ready whilst Bam answers some more questions?
Yeah, just really quick, because I saw it go by. From Ward Debris, is there any rewards for stage 75? And Nicodemus, you are correct. You answered correctly there. For 25 is in fact the hydrostat, and the level 75 is the Rampanzer. Yes.
Right, so wheel
Where's
is
my
ready.
camera going out?
Your camera will go out whilst I prep the giveaway and the wheel. For some strange reason, Discord being overlaid by more than one thing when I'm running the cameras just says no.
You can be honest. This is just the way how. This is how I can't be involved in giveaways. I just like go into the void.
So, see, I'm doing it again. Right, get that list downloaded.
Spirit Crayon 22 says, "Can we please have a hold A to enter battle change?" That'll be a firm no. We were just talking about user experience, streamlining, making things quicker to get into. It will remain just a single click of A or X, pending the platform you're on, of course.
Oh, we got a lot of people. We got 321 people gunning for a Ultimate Season Pass.
Ooh.
And Nicodemus is betting on red. Actually, have you been with us when we've done a spinny wheel?
I have, a couple times.
You've done it a couple of times. Then you know that the rule is, before we spin the wheel, everybody has to guess their colour.
Vote for a color.
Yeah, you've got to vote for your colour, because chat demands it. In fact,
I'm gonna go with the red.
Chat's probably already going through colours because this is chat. I thought so somehow. I thought so. Right, let's get the wheel into the Discord. Into the Discord. What am I on about here, chat? Into the OBS so that you guys can see it. Right, just crop out all the bits that we don't need. And then we will shuffle over to there. Okay, chat. Red, green, yellow, blue. I'm seeing lots of different colours. Double O. How are we getting a double O colour? Red velvet. That's a type of cake. Oh, chat. You confuse me sometimes, you lot do. Right, okay then. First Ultimate Season Pass winner. Let's go. Is it spinning? It's spinning! And also, I'm being told the season article is live on the portal. Oh, we got blue, and it goes to Pearl Mountain 83, who is actually quite a regular in the chat. So always nice to see when it's people we see on the regular basis.
Very nice. Congratulations, Pearl Mountain.
So you're our first winner of the day. Let's find out who's getting season pass number 2. Any more guesses on colour? This one's harder to do because there's more names.
Green.
I'm going yellow. And it's red. So we were both right.
I should have stayed.
So this one is going to EC_42. I'm hoping we can find your gamertag quite easily because there's no console on it, but hopefully if you've spelled it right, we will be able to find it for you. Alright, turn that off. Let's bring Bam back properly and stop that flickering nonsense. Right then, everybody, that's everything. That's a wrap.
That's a wrap.
That's the Warlord season covered in full. At least I think it's covered in full. I don't think we've forgotten anything. Although somebody is typing, so maybe we have forgotten something. But let's see what Mr. Max Chaos is trying to tell us. There we go. Ah, there we go. He's answered your question. The Object 490, because, you know, this now is a thing, is a top-tier era free tank. So if you're looking at doing the VT2 contract and you need to know what tier the tank is, the Object 490 is top tier in the era free. Tank of the month is the Type 80.
that was a shout out to Vishaw, who asked that in the chat earlier. So.
But yes, we got the answer. We got there eventually. A wrap to finish? No. Nuh-uh. Definitely not.
Yeah, no, I don't. I don't rap.
No,
way.
I don't rap either. No. The most I do is do. What time is Tuesday's stream? Tuesday's stream will be back to the normal time. It will start at 5 p.m. BST, or if you're in Chicago, 11 a.m. Is it CDT for you now? Central Daylight Time?
I believe so, yeah. We had our time switch not too long ago.
Yes, we had the time switches. Our time switch finally happens over the weekend. We'll all be back to normal next week. It's okay, chat. That week of weird and wonderful wackiness will be over. So Tuesday stream at the normal 11 a.m. Chicago time. Yes, we go back to normal next week. Right, raid. Yes, if you're with us on Twitch, stick around. We will be finding somebody to raid. In fact, here we go, chat. I put it to you. Would you like us to raid one of our contributors, or would you like us to raid one of the little people? Would you like to go and visit somebody and spread the love?
I'm seeing
Quite
army
a
guy. I'm
few
seeing
votes for little people.
Both.
Okay, so I will find one of our smaller streamers to raid. You guys can take another look at the trailer in full while I do that, and if you're on Twitch, we will raid somebody, and if you're on YouTube, we're gonna love you, leave you, and see you on Tuesday. That's how this goes about. Any parting words, Bam?
See you all in the Warlords season. Get excited. See you on Ensk.
Alright, chat, we will see you again next week.
Our mission is to capture and hold the WoT objective. Enemies in the area. Take them out or capture their base. Let's get this show on the road. Move out.
Who here will earn the glory of Valhalla? The All-Father stirs. War begins.